YouTube family, welcome to another Two Family Homestead live stream. Woo!
Well, hello. We got a few people in the channel out here tonight. Let's see. We'll just kind of start off here. Chasing America, Wonderland Acres, Farmer Brad. How you doing? Serenity Mountain Farm, Gale Southern Living. Oh, that's all right, Brad. You can just bring me back a plate. Yeah, the Chasing America. What, do you recall what the name of that video was?
Georgia Guidestone.
Georgia Guidestone was the name of the video? Well, if I didn't hear you, I'm sure nobody out there heard you. But the Georgia Guidestones are kind of a really crazy rock formation. We know some people that live very close to that and have actually stopped there and been there. So that was kind of interesting. All right, how many do we got in here? We got 14 in here. So a couple things. We had something kind of, well, we got something in the mail that all of a sudden with no warning, if you would. Of course, and YouTube can do this, but they just elected to change their terms of service. So I want to go over that with y'all here just for a brief thing, and because it affects everybody. It affects all of you, especially, I'm going to say especially, in my opinion anyway, it's really going to affect the smaller channels. So as we're getting started here, as more people are coming into the room, let's do this. I made a few screens to show this. So let me bring them up here. I'll kind of pull myself over to the side and we'll take a look here. So changes are here. YouTube terms of service. So here is the first one. Starting from November 18th, 2020. Now that means it started yesterday. We got the email late yesterday afternoon. So actually we got the email after the fact, so to speak. And I think a lot of people were surprised that if they got this email. But the terms of service are updating in the United States on these specific topics: facial recognition data, YouTube's right to monetize, and United States tax obligations. These terms will be expanded to the rest of the world in 2021. So it's not just here in the States this is going to affect. This is going to affect pretty much everyone. So as it goes on, and I'm just kind of taking things in order as it was presented to us. Why did you change the terms of service? At YouTube, we periodically update our terms of service to make sure they are clear and easy to understand. That's just about as clear as mud, and meet the needs of our partners, advertisers, and viewers. With this update to our terms of service, we are clarifying restrictions around the collection of facial recognition data. We also want you to be transparent with you about the rights we take to run ads in various areas of our platform. For example, we run ads on videos. Is everybody surprised that they actually run ads on videos? The homepage masthead, and I'm sure you've all seen that. You're tired of ads. And in various search results. This update also clarifies how revenue payments from YouTube will be considered royalty payments from a U.S. taxpayer perspective, and that Google will withhold taxes from these payments as required by law. Now, a high percentage of folks in here are not yet monetized. One of the reasons folks come in here is they're looking to grow their channel. They're looking to get monetized and all this. So you may not be aware of some of this stuff, but YouTube did not withhold payments. You were considered to be like a contractor, and whatever you earned, they sent you a check, and it was your responsibility to pay taxes. And just to be clear, YouTube pays themselves very, very well for this service. So the way that it works from an advertising standpoint, once a channel becomes monetized, and that is 1,000 subscribers, 4,000 watch hours, then you have to apply to be a YouTube partner. There's just a few hoops and things to jump through, but nothing too drastic. Well, at that point, then in the past, they could start running ads on your videos. And of course, you wanted them to do that because you wanted to get your share of the dollar. Well, for every dollar spent by an advertiser, Google/YouTube is going to take 45 cents. You, as the creator, got 55 cents. Now, if you are an independent channel that got approached by an MLM, a multi-level marketing group, then you may have signed away another 10, 15, 20, 25% of your payments to this MLM. So I'm not saying that they're not necessarily a good thing, but they can be very expensive, and they can literally take very large advantage of the smaller YouTuber. So they would pay this. Oh, let's also talk about super chats and super stickers and all this stuff. For every dollar somebody spends, YouTube takes 30 cents, with the creator getting 70. And of course, that's all before taxes. So 30 cents to YouTube and 70 cents to the creator. And folks, I'm going to tell you though, we absolutely love to get super chats. We love to see people get engaged into our live streams. It means a lot to us because those features, memberships, super chats, super stickers, it adds the excitement into the stream, and it does help our channel. It gives us the ability to maybe get a $100 check this month instead of having to wait 2 months. So it's an important thing. It's a big thing for us, and we really do appreciate it. I just want everybody to be very clear on that we do that. Oh, Wonderland Acres. I did not know the live chat donations were stolen. Well, it's not fair to say they're stolen. It's the cost of doing business. It's just the cost of doing business. So I'm not going to say they're stolen, but they pay themselves very well. So let's move forward here with this. How will this affect my monetization? Changes from the Terms of Service update will not affect your YouTube Partner Program, which is your YPP monetization settings. So for those of you that are already monetized, you have applied for and become a YouTube partner. For the creators in the United States, the revenue Google pays you will be considered from yesterday on forward as a royalty payment from a U.S. tax perspective, effective November 18th. And they'll be making similar changes for creators outside the U.S. in 2021. So what they're going to start doing is they're going to start withholding taxes. There may be some additional paperwork that some people are going to have to fill out to have discussed on that. For some reason, I'm thinking I missed something here. Let me look here again. I'm sorry. The other thing that I wanted to talk about, and perhaps maybe I didn't do this. So let's go back to the initial Okay, let's just go back to this slide here. What did you change? Is that the one I want? Change to. All right, so bottom line is this. The changes that they make, the facial recognition data. What they're saying here is that you cannot have anybody show up in one of your videos without their permission. Now, you maybe think, oh, that doesn't mean a whole lot. But if you are, just for example, you take your family and you go to an amusement park, you better not scan around and have anybody that's able to be recognized in the frame of your video. Now, that's maybe an extreme case, but that's really what they're saying. You have to have everybody's permission to be in your video.
Robin's asking you a question.
Robin, I'm going to say that is the case. They will send a W-2. You will probably have to... nobody was able to give me a good answer today whether or not we would be issued W-9s to fill out to determine the withholding amounts. You know, how much do you claim? You know, you claim 0, claim 1, 2, or in some folks' backyard, maybe they claim 10 or 12 or 15, depending upon the size of the family. So, yeah, they're going to withhold money. Now that's what the saying is going on here today. Nick Nimmin did a thing earlier today. We were in his chat, and we've been back and forth, and well, not necessarily, because they are going to consider this payment. Let me see if I can find it here very quickly.
So YouTube is my employer, right, with their benefits.
All right.
You'd be considered an outside contract, wouldn't it, Nick?
Okay. This update will also clarify how revenue payments from YouTube will be considered. Receive payments from YouTube will be considered royalty payments from a U.S. tax percentage. Therefore, as a royalty payment, you're not an employee. That's the key words in here, the royalty payments, as I understand it. Now, here's the really kick in the bottom end. And of course, it's YouTube as a company. They can do whatever they want, and we can all play by their game or not.
Exactly, Robin. You got it.
they reserve the right to run advertisements on any video on their platform. And, a big part of me says, okay, rightfully so. But that means, let's say Joe Blow down the street here wants to start a YouTube channel, and he's one of these one-hit wonders and makes a 5-minute video that goes absolutely viral in the first 3 days that it's out there. It's got 14 million views. And of course, has no subscribers, no nothing. But the YouTube artificial intelligence engine is certainly saying, hey, this thing's getting watched. So they start throwing advertisements on it, and they will just make a killing selling ads that the creator of that video will not get a single dime. Number one, they're not in the partner program. They don't have their 1,000 subscribers. They have no idea of the back end of that. Now, those of you that have been out here for a while, I mean, we know a lot of people that have well over 100,000 subscribers, and they have videos that approach or exceed over 1 million views. We know the kind of money those videos can produce. It's enough to make a schoolgirl blush, I guess. Let's put it that way. There's a lot of money involved here, but YouTube has opened up the door. Google/YouTube has opened up the door at this point that says, okay, we can run ads on anything. It's our platform. It's our rules. Here's how we play. And you don't get a dime because, number one, you don't have your required minimums. You haven't applied for the partner program. We have no information on you, and you technically don't even exist in our eyes. We just have a piece of video here that we are making a lot of money on. Just something to think about. So I urge you, even if you are doing the YouTube as a hobby, I don't care if I ever get a dime, I urge you to go ahead and, as quickly as possible, obtain those 1,000 subscribers, obtain those 4,000 watch hours, and get on the money platform, because you never know. You never know when you'll put something out there that will just all of a sudden become a crazy viral video. We had a party we know put out a short 3 days ago, 4 days ago. What's up to 130,000, 140,000 views on a short video. And that's Naked Gardeners. So the Naked Gardener, congratulations if you're listening or if you catch up on this afterwards. They put out a little short, and it's over 100,000 views in 132,000 views as of right now in 3 days. Just phenomenal. And for those of you that don't know what a shorts is, well, let's go ahead and talk about that for a moment. The YouTube Shorts. So the Shorts is a video that is designed to be created with your phone. It is designed to be created in such a way that I have always said in this show tonight, and that's why I think it's very pertinent. I've always said you don't want to do that. You're holding your phone in a portrait position.
Until this point, I was right.
You hold your phone in a portrait position, and you have if you use the program that's embedded in your phone, the maximum length is 15 seconds. They will consider a short to be a maximum of 60 seconds. If it's over 60 seconds, it's not a short. But it has to be in portrait mode. It has to have the black bars down the side. It's horrible to look at from a computer monitor perspective because you got these big black sidebars running down the sides. It's designed to go against TikTok and maybe some other Yeah, they're designed to be, they're designed to be viewed on a phone in a portrait mode.
Correct.
So, again, this the YouTube Shorts. It's not in full swing here yet. And here's some more information on that. So this is how you do it on a phone. You sign into YouTube on mobile, tap create, and tap create a short. And to record a clip, you tap and hold the capture button. So this is a program they've actually built right into your phone system. Now, I have had some people with Android phones tell me they didn't have it. And YouTube has also said that this is not 100% rolled out at this point in time. We have it on our phones. Our phones happen to be Apple phones. That way, if we're hungry, we can just take a bite out of one. But this is how you create the short. You can also do it with a regular camera. We get it into a. The problem is it's instead of 60 by 9, it's 9 by 16 is the format. So it's like turn everything on in. Hunky dory is if you have a camera, a regular camera, and you want to create a short and whittle it down to the size that is required for this to be a quote unquote short. You either have to gather such a wide angle view that you can trim it down, or you can distort it all to blazes and have it show up. So, but there's just some crazy things going on with these shorts. So how will viewers find my shorts? If you make a short, you have to have in the title hashtag shorts. And if you follow their description by verbatim, it's a capital S with the shorts, but it's hashtag shorts in the title. There will be a shorts shelf on YouTube phone software.
Robin, but when you have to make sure when you export that it's in the mobile format. You found that out there.
Oh yes, yeah, it has to be in a mobile format. It has to be 6 by 19 instead of 9 by 16 instead of 16 by 9. And in order to take a regular, let's say a GoPro camera or something else, and put it into that format, it's pretty crazy. But you can do it. You can do it. Let's talk about the monetization for shorts. Well, this is where it gets real funny. They can't be monetized, technically. So, again, everything's in beta. They're looking for ways to do this. But as it stands right now, YouTube says we are not going to monetize shorts. That's how they're saying it right now. And again,
they will monetize shorts if you go to your channel, not the shorts or the stories thing at the top. If someone lands on our channel and clicks on shorts, we get monetized. That's how some of ours are monetized.
Okay. So but YouTube hasn't ever said that. That's what we think.
No, the vidIQ said it.
Okay. From vidIQ.
Yes. And there were some others out, but I remember vidIQ explained it.
From vidIQ, their wording is, if somebody comes to your channel and views a short, it can be monetized.
Correct. You get monetized and views.
And if that's not the case, you still get views.
Yes. Hi. Can I help you?
I'm looking for the alt.
I have no idea.
I'm sorry, folks. We have somebody here at the door.
Pass away
No, okay. Well, anyway, we have somebody here at the front door that's looking for somebody that passed away, but nobody's here like that. So, Morgan, we're all good. Take that pizza anytime. So, I think we have. No, I don't. That's the last slide I have on the shorts. So, the shorts are kind of interesting. And I can tell you that we put out a couple shorts just to play with it a little bit. And one of the shorts videos that we created was Smudge licking the ice cream cone. And that got us over 100 subscribers. That video got us over 100 subscribers. Morgan says, I promise I didn't send a pizza. Well, why not? All right. So, a little backstory on that, folks. Was that this year? Was that last year? I don't remember. Sometime in our previous life. I think before all the COVID stuff. I think it was before.
No, it was last year.
Yeah, it was last year. Yeah, it was definitely before all the COVID stuff. We got swatted one night. I mean, we were sitting here doing our live stream, and somebody knocked on the door just like they did now, and of course, and Sherry went to the door, and our house was surrounded. We had deputies in the front. We had deputies on the sides. We had deputies in the back. They were here for business.
Morgan lost a net of 250 subs from the shorts.
Wow. That's crazy. So, anyway, the deal with the policeman, we actually knew the police that came to the door. Friends of Sherry's son. Went to school together and what have you, and we knew them, but that whole deal carried on for 3 days. And Morgan was so kind. He was so kind that when we continued the talk on Tuesday Tech, and our idiot that caused this called in and used choice words to everybody in the stream, and we did this all on the phone. I mean, we weren't hiding anything from anybody. But Morgan was so kind as to send us dinner that night. I mean, we get to knock on the door, and there's a Domino's pizza guy. Was it Domino's? Mm-hmm. Yeah, can't do that nowadays. Domino's doesn't deliver here anymore.
Yes, full circle. Somebody swatted us big time.
Yeah, if you look back through our earlier videos, you can see one with a police car on it, and there's actually 3 videos. It was there's 3 live streams that this took place on. But anyway, that was pretty crazy. You know, we've talked a lot about all this stuff, so I want to get back to what we're all here for, although it looks to me like a few more of you could get on the wheel, because I only see 5 people on the wheel. What's up with that?
Yeah, Emma was online when it happened. Mm-hmm.
So if you want a link to the wheel, okay, well, Sherry just put it up, but if you want a link to the wheel, you can type in !wheel in the chat, and our Stream Elements bot will supply you with a link that takes you to a Google form. No fees involved. Fill that out, put your channel name in that form, and it automatically gets populated over to the wheel, in which we will come back and struggle at. we'll spin that and see who we come up with. The things we look at are your channel name. We're going to look at your channel art, which includes the banner and the icon. Take a quick peek at your channel description, email, and links. Do you have everything in there that you should have? Or do you have things in there that maybe don't belong in the areas you have them?
James from Pebbly Farm wants to know if that was a picture of your shorts or mine.
Oh, actually, we got those out of the Goodwill, so I don't know whose they were. Playlists, do's and don'ts on playlists. If we run across something that we see that doesn't belong, we kind of holler about it and tell you why. Take a quick peek at your thumbnails. Thumbnails. The number one most important thing you can do for your videos. Nobody's going to play your video without seeing the thumbnail first. Got to see the thumbnails. So, we'll talk more about that. I'm going to see how your channel presents itself. Do you have things like a channel trailer? Have you modified the front page? Are you using perhaps some placeholders for items that really are not doing you any service? So we'll look at those type of things. And incidentally, if you notice underneath me here, flashing here from time to time, we have a thing talking about channel merch. So if you need some swag coming up into the season, want to get some shirts made, want to maybe get some mugs. The mugs are fantastic. Want to get a mug made or something like that. We do it better and cheaper than anybody else out there that we're aware of anyway, because we're not a big company. We're just doing this. We're both old, retired, and hey, this is what we do. So give us a shout. With having said all that, anything else on?
We can also do aprons, and we can print on microfiber towels. Those are good gifts.
Okay, so microfiber towels, aprons, mouse pads. We've made some mouse pads that were outstanding. Acrylic cutting boards. Anything else?
No. Go ahead.
Okay, let me get let me bring the wheel up. So I'll get the wheel over here. We've got a few more people on the wheel. And our wheel is being guarded by Smudge, wearing one of our custom masks. And it's being closely watched by our, let's see. Maybe this is an election observer. I don't know. Wearing her custom mask. Obviously custom made by T-Family Homestead. So let's give it a spin here. All right. Jules Small Gardening. Jules Small Gardening. Okay, so here's what we do. I try to find your channel. I am using a browser here that is not signed in. And we do that specifically for a reason. Jules Small Gardening. And here it is. We got 138 videos. And let's go ahead and look at this channel. They have a video in place here that is in the placeholder for the channel trailer. I don't know that this is actually a channel trailer or just a short couple-minute video they put in here. I like their banner. Good-looking banner. They've actually made that up with multiple pictures. Easy to read, easy to look at. Nice job with that. Typically, your channel trailer is 30 to 90 seconds in length, and tell us a little bit about you, your channel, what people can expect to see there, maybe how often you upload, all those kind of things. Jump back into the description, and it says, Homestyle Gardening and Cooking with Tips from Jules and Chef Beth. We post videos on vegetable gardening, herb gardening, and home gardening, along with a few canning and cooking lessons. Follow Jules Small Gardening on Instagram and Pinterest, too, for more neat ideas and content. Okay. There's nothing wrong with what you have here for a description. I'm just going to say it's a little bit on the light side. I would want more information. For example, you say homestyle gardening. What does that mean? Does that mean you do square foot gardening, raised bed gardening? Do you have a greenhouse? What is the growing zone that you reside in? Do you garden on a large scale? Do you have a 25-acre garden, or do you have a 25 by 10 foot garden? There's a whole lot more you could put in here. Did I mention? Oh, where's your location? What's your growing zone? How often are you going to make your videos and upload your videos? Is it going to be weekly, or maybe once a month, or just whenever you get around to it? People might want to know that. The next thing I notice here is that, hey, if we stumble across your channel and we go, wow, I like their content, I like what I'm seeing here, and we do a bunch of gardening stuff too. I wonder if these folks would like to have a collaboration with us where we do something along a common line. How are they going to get a hold of you? Your email is not here. Your email is not here. So that's then you have links down here at the bottom, which is, that's all fine. But those are the two biggest things I see here: lack of information and no email address. We'll jump back to playlists.
Yeah, I watched their herb video, their winter video today.
Okay, and what I do here is I just open up a couple of these at random. I just want to see if you have remembered to put a description, and you did. Nice job. A lot of people miss that. A lot of people miss that. So we'll grab this one as well. And you have a description here as well. Glance down through the side. Now here's something that I personally think you should go into this playlist, and you should remove this video so that it doesn't come up that everybody sees this as a private video. It just doesn't need to be there. You got at least 3 in this playlist. So my thoughts, obviously, whatever you choose to do is fine, but that's my thoughts. Let's take a peek at some of your thumbnails. Get the last 18 of them on the page here. Okay, I like your thumbnails. I like your thumbnails. Important thing to remember with thumbnails is if you in fact use verbiage on your thumbnail, you want to have the font large enough to read. You want to have enough contrast between the letters and the backgrounds you can read it. And you don't want to make it so busy you can still get something out of the thumbnail. Now, some of these are maybe a little bit rough in doing that. I kind of like to, I'm a big one on facial expressions. I could make a real big expression on this homemade locks, but Sherry's right into that stuff. So that might be a video she's going to go back and look at. How to make locks with fresh dill, brown sugar, and salt.
Nah, I don't want to be bothered. I'll just buy it and eat it.
You'll just buy it and eat it. Okay. But no, I like what you've done here with your thumbnails. The other thing that we talk about in general terms, anytime you're putting verbiage on a thumbnail, the bottom right-hand corner of that thumbnail, that belongs to YouTube. Whatever you put there, they're going to cover up with that little timestamp.
Ahmed is here.
Ahmed is here. All right. So we'll jump back to the home page. Let's take a peek here. Last 5. Lots of recipes. Done a nice job here. A very nice job on rearranging this homepage, making it yours. Now, I have one more comment about your channel in general here. I still have a couple minutes before my timer thing turns yellow. And you obviously don't have to do this. But a lot of people are turned off when they go, well, how many subscribers they got? They're not telling me.
Mm-hmm.
It's not that no matter what it is, if it's 10 subscribers, that's not to be ashamed because everybody had to go through 10 subscribers.
Yeah, and I typically won't subscribe us to any channel that does not show.
Yeah. It's not, if you don't show that, the immediate thought is, well, what are they hiding? If they can't show their subscribers, you know, I'm just saying, just pointing that out. Obviously, it's your channel. You can do with as you please. You've got so many good things going with this, but I think that is a black eye. I think some of the videos showing up in your playlists as private, unmarked, that's also a black eye. And not having your email available, that I think is also a black eye. So, but overall, nice channel, good stuff. Looks like a lot of interesting videos. So, folks, check them out. Small Space Gardening, and the title of the channel is actually Jules Small Gardening. So, let me get the wheel back up here. I'm sorry, I have to scroll my mouse across 3 screens here. All right, here we go. All right, it came back into Jules. So I'll tell you what, if you're on your way home or you got a gas station right down the street from you, you might want to go buy yourself a $1 lottery ticket because you have won twice today. We'll close that. And what we do when that happens, we just go to the next one we haven't come to yet. So that would be the Little Farmer. Little Farmer, and I can't see the rest of it on the thing there, but let's
Little Farmer's Farm.
Little Farmer's Farm. All right, let's go find the Little Farmer's Farm.
I think that's Tony from Manchester, England.
Little Farmer's Farm.
Yep, that's Tony.
2,760 some subscribers, 524 videos. Let's go check this out. Oh, my goodness. There's a whole herd of pigs running around up here. All right. Looking at the front page here, first thing I notice, number one, is I notice a bunch of pigs running around on your banner, and I do not see any name. I don't see any information whatsoever. I'm just looking at a bunch of pigs on the loose. I also do not see any hotspots in the lower right-hand corner going to Facebook or Instagram or any other social media platform, maybe a website. I just don't see any of that. The other thing I noticed is there's no trailer video. YouTube supplies you with a placeholder to use a trailer video 30 to 90 seconds in length. Just tells a little bit about you, your channel, what people can expect to see there. So let's go look at the About page and see if we can get some information there. Hello, fellow gardening Revolutionaries, welcome to Eden. This channel was brought about to keep a vlog of our family's progress towards sustainable organic vegetable growing and to plot our progress in turning 2 times 27 meter by 6.5 meter allotment plots into a little slice of Eden. The playlist and major part of this channel we do this through is the Little Farmer's Farm. The Little Farmer's Farm aims to bring the world of organic, healthy, chemical-free growing at small-scale sufficiency to everyone we can, and together with some like-minded friends on the tube and beyond, encourage our own learning process, other people who catch our uploads and invest in our channels to make the move to a more sustainable and healthy, happier lifestyle. Oh, is that a mouthful? We will show every victory and every failure and setback, so hopefully our viewers will benefit from the real experiences we have through our journey. We're glad you can come along for it, folks. Peace, love. That must be an English thing. I don't know. I'm sorry. I don't know what that is in the last line. Again, I see you're out of England, United Kingdom. I see no links to any Facebook or other social media platforms underneath. So let me just give you a very quick opinion for me just looking at this once and trying to just, obviously, first time I've seen it, having it come at me and trying to read it. It is a mouthful. It's very difficult for me now. I understand there's a little bit of a language shift between my accent and somebody else's. I'm sorry, I just got a text from somebody here in the chat. So, I would try to make this a little simpler. Break it down. Rule of thumb is multiple paragraphs, no more than 3 lines each without a blank space between them. You're pretty close to that. So, I don't have a problem with that, but you have a long-winded sentence in here that I ran out of breath twice on trying to finish the sentence. I mean, this is just a long sentence. So I would try to edit that up just a little bit, make it a little bit shorter, sweeter. What am I trying to say here? Just easier to read. Just easier to read. By all means, get your email in here. If you're not on Facebook, you're not on other social media platforms, that's fine. That's fine. But by all means, put your email in there. They give you a spot to do it. By golly, use it. All right, playlists on your channel, you got a few. So let's just take a quick peek here. There's no description. So every playlist has a spot. It's not readily apparent to a lot of people that is there for a description. And that's simply just to share with the folks, what is this playlist about? I mean, you have a title. It says Winter Jobs 2020. But you could say, as a description, you could say, this is a collection of videos that somehow delve into this subject, whatever this is. And things are a little different for you using the allotments. If you get a larger audience from the States, you might want to create a video that says, what is an allotment? Why do we call it an allotment? Explain that to folks. Yeah, Sherry's sitting over here. I know what it is. Yeah, but a lot of people don't know. So if you get somebody in here that they're not familiar with your language, try to make it accessible as possible. Let's look at one more, just in case. I caught the only one there that didn't have that. No description. I'm scrolling up through the side here. These look to be all your videos. Folks, the only time you should have other people's videos in a playlist is if you're doing a collaboration. Otherwise, they should all be your videos. Let's jump back to your thumbnails, and let's take a peek here. All right. Well, YouTube's going to love you because they love facial expressions, good thumbnails. They're not cluttered. For the most part, it's just you. It's just a picture of you. In some cases, they might be a little bit tough. Like, I'm not sure what I'm seeing with this one, and maybe this is not clear enough here that it's just too far away. But at that point, what you're doing here is well, I guess I got to make another comment here, something that's kind of sticking out at me. I start looking through here, and I see, and I'm not saying not to do this, but I'd kind of like to know your reasoning for dating everything 2020. I do not see in the titles where they're numbered in any significant form as far as 100 out of a series or something. I'm not seeing that, but I'm seeing a lot of the 2020 date tag in here. So just curious about that. If you would share that with us here on the side. Back to your homepage. Well, this is all default. So here's what you can do on this homepage. You can, number one, you can create this little trailer video that we mentioned. And that should only be 30 to 90 seconds to say, hi, my name is whatever. And you're looking at Little Farmer's Farm channel that we're gonna show you how to grow vegetables in an allotment. And we're going to upload videos once a week or every Saturday or whatever that time period would be. So you can create that as a little trailer video. Now, you've got lots of playlists. You have lots of playlists. So take 3, 4, 5, 6 of those playlists individually and include them on the front page here. And the reason I say to do them individually is YouTube makes it easy for you. They say, hey, might create a playlist. Here, you just pick this and we'll put all your playlists in it. Well, that's kind of dumb. They got a button on the top here to see all your playlists. So I don't think you want to use that. You want to put them out here individually. When you do that, every one of those playlists you put on the front will show a good portion of the description that you didn't even know was there. You remember I told you about that description. So it'll show a good portion of that description. If you want to see some examples of some of the things I'm talking about, good examples we usually point to our Homestead Dreaming channel. Kira does a fabulous job with that. Mama's East Texas Kitchen also does a fabulous job with that. Off Grid with Doug and Stacy. 400,000 subscribers or something. A fabulous job with that. So, my thoughts, what we got here, Little Farmer's Farm. Thank you so much for visiting from all the way across the pond. If you have any questions on anything we talked about, I hope that we made sense, and I thank you for being here. And love to have you back every week. So let's go spin the wheel again. All right. So we've done the Little Farmer's Farm.
This is a duplicate night.
Yeah, it is. So we've done the Little Farmer's Farm, and the next one up here is Mark Sidebottom. Okay. Mark Sidebottom has 19 subscribers, got 277 videos. Let's go check out and see what this is. Oh my goodness. So on the homepage, I'm not seeing any type of a trailer video. At this point, I have absolutely no idea what this channel's about. There's no banner. I'm not getting any help from you here, Mark, on what I'm looking at. So by all means, get yourself a banner uploaded here.
That's not it.
This is not his?
Oh, okay. Yes, it is. Something else. Yeah, yes, it is. Yeah, that's him.
Okay. So, let's go back to the About page. Oh, and we have nothing here. Okay, so I know less about you now than I did a second ago.
It's a totally different picture. Yeah, Jules, hold on. When I click on, you click on the first one, you have to go back one. That's the wrong one. I was right the first time. Back up.
I am.
Oh, okay. There. That's it.
This one down
That
here.
one, yes. I knew that's not the one I looked at earlier.
All right. Well, then all right. Everybody just ignore everything I just said because we have an important announcement to make. There's more than one Mark Sidebottom channel out here. So we'll go to this one. Now do I have the right guy?
Yes.
Mark, are you out there? Is this you?
Yes.
Okay. First thing I will recommend to you is change your channel name. You got 563 subscribers. Do it before you get 5,000. You've got somebody else out there who actually came up first in the search results for finding your channel. Now, here's why that's important. If you go to some event or you're chatting with somebody at some sort of public gathering, you say, hey, I got a YouTube channel. It's Mark Sidebottom. They're going to remember Mark Sidebottom. They're going to type that into the search.
Jason's telling you don't be sassy.
Watch it, Jason. And they're going to have a problem finding you. So always try to have your channel. The key things to a name for your channel is unique and simple, easy to find, easy to spell. Those are the key things you're looking for. So just something to keep in mind. So now we are on Mark Sidebottom's channel. I see the banner up here, which just is a generic picture of I don't know where. I don't know where. But there's nothing there. Are you advertising Hataki? I don't know. You're certainly not advertising Mark Sidebottom with that picture. There is no channel trailer here. So I've not learned anything from your page here at this point. Let's go to the About page and see what you have to say about your page. The description reads as follows. Welcome to my channel. I do crafting videos, card making, clay making, miniature making, clowering, am I saying that right? Clowering, painting, drawing, flower making, and mixed media. Click for more videos coming up soon. Hi, I do a vlog. I'm on Facebook and Instagram. I upload twice a week, Monday and Tuesday. Click my videos, click on my thumbnail, and get people to click and watch my videos longer. Remember to subscribe. Watch my videos on my playlists. And you have a link here to something in Reddit. And watch my playlist, good content. How to follow me on Instagram. TubeBuddy. You do have an email address here, and I see you are from England. And you have a link here to TubeBuddy and, of course, to your YouTube channel. All right. Your description here is pretty much a mouthful. It's very, very difficult to read. So I would try to divide this up. Make it simple. Make it very easy for somebody to follow. No more than 3 lines in a paragraph, at which point put in a blank space and clear it out. Just make it easy for somebody to follow. Playlists. Oh, you got some playlists. All right. Let's look at this one. Here we go. For some reason, I just know what's here. Okay. You have a playlist here titled Music, George Harrison, My Sweet Lord. Has one video in it, and it's not your video. Now, here's the problem with doing this. Somebody sees this and goes, oh, I like George Harrison. So they come over here and they click this. And the first thing you know, they're on Nowhere Man 113 page. And they're no longer on your page. They've run away from your site. They don't know how to get back. And what you had for a potential subscriber is gone forever. So you don't want to have somebody else's channel in your playlist. Let's check this one out. My crafting videos, that's great. You've got this description in here. It looks like you have this. All right, and I'll just have to be upfront here with you. You have 3 videos in here that appear to be just duplicated. Like it's in here 3 times. You have a 1-second video here that's probably not even worth having. I would just delete that from your channel. 1 second that's just a blank. Let's see what you got in the way of some thumbnails here. All right, you have a little different style on your thumbnails. First impression, the majority of your thumbnails are too dark. The majority are too dark, and it doesn't look like you have good focus on some of the other ones. They're not clear. So I would strive to obtain a high-resolution picture for a thumbnail and make it have something to do with the subject matter of your videos. Your video titles. I think you could do a step better in your video titles. Very interesting, Mark. Nice little crafting channel here, it looks like. So, this is that creative playlist container I talked about earlier before. And I would not do this. I would put individual playlists on this front page. Also get yourself a channel trailer. Redo your banner so it's got some better information, more pertinent to you. And Mark, I hope that maybe we gave you some ideas on a couple different ways you could improve your channel. So let's go grab another name off the wheel.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, let's see. We've done Jules Small Gardening. We've done the Little Farmer Farm. We have done Mark Sidebottom. So we are now to Wide Family Farm.
Oh, you bring up?
Well, yeah, we haven't come to yet.
Okay, I thought you'd go down.
No, the next one we haven't come to.
Okay.
So Wide Family Farm.
Courtney. Just a Buckeye.
She's a Buckeye.
Yeah, Akron.
All right. Wide Family Farm. Folks, we need some more names on this wheel. Need some of you people.
29 in here right now.
Yeah, we need some more names on this wheel. So let's see. Wide Family Farm. Oh, such a nice round number. They have 300 subscribers, 173 videos. Let's take a look here at Wide Family Farm. Interesting banner. Looks to me like that's all going to remain. Whenever you're creating a banner, try to be aware of what is this going to look like on a phone. I have an idea that some of the text on your banner here is going to be very, very difficult to read on a phone. But on a computer here, it looks wonderful. It looks fine. You have a 49-second channel trailer here. Looks great. Let's go jump back to the About page. Description reads as follows. We are a small family from Northeast Ohio in Zone 6B. We purchased my grandparents' 2.5-acre farm in 2018. Excuse me. We love organic gardening. We raise turkeys, chickens, ducks, and even throw in some of my recipes and cooking. My husband and I are both beginners. We also never tend to be experts at any of it. Wait a minute, let me start over. My husband and I are both beginners. We also never tend to be experts at any of it. Our motto is have fun at whatever it is that we are doing. That's just tough for me to read for some reason. This house, this farm, and the lives that we are living at this moment have been planned out for us, and we were destined to be here. When I found out I was pregnant, sitting in the doctor's office, at the same time, my husband was on Zillow and found this place for sale. God has shown us the way and has made our lives better. This was my grandparents' farm, and we have a lot of history here. We would like to invite you to take a special glimpse into our lives, the good, the bad, and the ugly, but mainly the good. Enjoy the ride twice a week. Like our channel, email us, and we will read your email on our channel. And their email address is right there.
Scroll back up for a moment, because Rustic Traditions asks, what is the black image? Oh, it's a turkey. It's astronomy.
Yeah. It's a very modernized turkey.
That's cute. I like it.
Yeah.
Looks like it's hand drawn. Let's go.
Okay, and I'm getting some interesting curiosity out of this description here, because you mentioned that you're finding out you were pregnant, your husband's looking on Zillow, and it winds up finding your grandparents' place on Zillow? That's crazy. So anyway, good write-up. Email addresses here. You have links to your merchandise in our Facebook link. See what you have in the way of playlists. Got a couple. October Seed Swap 2020. Let's take a peek at this one. And you have a nice description here, which is great. And I'm going to go out on a limb here. I'm going to assume that this is some sort of a collaboration. it might be a help just to put that in the title instead of just in the description here, so that people would recognize the fact that they're going to see other channels in here. Because looking at it here, I had absolutely no idea that this was a collaboration. And let's Cluck of the Week series. Let's take a peek at this. Different chickens we have at the farm and information description. Cool. Very neat. All right. Videos. Thumbnail time. At the last 18 are up here. And just in okay. Not seeing anything drastically wrong with any of the thumbnails at all. Although I'm not. Let's see. Gotta look at this one closer. Looks like you have 3 letters in this. I'm not sure what this is. Yum. Y-U-M. Yum. You certainly can't. I have a very difficult time reading that. But, so out of all the thumbnails on here, I'm going to say that one's probably the worst. But overall, pretty darn good. Pretty good. Back on your homepage, you've got this trailer video going here, which is, we mentioned earlier, 49 seconds. You have some individual playlists up here on the front. I would take the created playlist. I would get rid of that container. Do them individually. I think you can do 10. I think you can do 10 individuals. I would not use the popular uploads. And again, that's me. And the reason for that is typically what I see in popular uploads is, well, they show up kind of in the order you've been around, unless you're getting some killer views. So in other words, your most popular one's a year old. This one you're doing well. It's just a week ago. But typically you're going to find that the biggest views are from a year ago, 2 years ago, 3 years ago, or more. See that time and time again. I'm just not a fan of popular uploads. I'd rather see you dedicate that space to an individual playlist. So Wide Family Farm. And I see that we got him at least one more subscriber because that number has increased. Thank you for being here tonight. Glad to have you. Any questions on what we talked about, just feel free to email us, twofamilyhomestead@gmail.com.
Drive on down.
Drive on down, I'm told. Okay. Spin the wheel again. Yeah, is it going to stop? It did. Black, white, and the grays.
Yeah, still here. I haven't seen any cats since we started.
Sure, he's checking to see if you're in the channel. Black, white, and the grays.
Well, I like the name, but doesn't mean that they're...
Are you still in the channel? Black, white, and the grays.
Yep, there they are. Yep.
Wonderful. Here we go. 132 subscribers. I got 27 videos, so this is obviously, I'm going to say, a newer channel. And look at that colorful banner they have that doesn't say anything. So, if you can, I mean, this is your space. YouTube has given you this space for your advertisement, so by all means, make it yours. Put your name on it, put in new videos weekly, you can put in from the heart of wherever you're at, something. Just utilize that space. Don't see any trailer video here. Trailer video, 30 to 90 seconds in length. Tell us a little bit about you, about your channel, what people are going to expect to see here. And that automatically populates right here. If you have to set it in place. But when you do that and somebody comes to your channel that is not subscribed, it just automatically plays. It's right there. So let's jump back to the About page and find out a little bit more about black, white, and the grays. Description reads as follows. We are Trey and Kylie Gray. We are a family of 5 homesteading in the Cascade Mountains of Central Oregon, Garden Zone 3, with a frost risk all year. Wow. We own Dragonfly Station, a small farm on 5 acres where we have a no-dig market garden, half in-ground greenhouse, and a family milk cow. Thanks for coming along. We upload weekly. And your email address is here, and you have links to Facebook and blog and Instagram and email. I don't think your email down here is doing you any good. Your description is, there's a lot of plus things, but I think it leaves a lot. It's just not, it's kind of open-ended enough. I mean, I'm seeing stuff in here that I'm going, wow. You have a frost risk all year. That's unusual. That's not typically seen in our homesteading communities here. A half in-ground greenhouse. Is this something you build, or you can check out my video series on our half in-ground greenhouse or something? There's more here you could do. You could just expand this playlist to, or not playlist, but your description here to make this a little more interesting. I'm interested. All right, let's go look at the at your playlist if you got any. You got a couple. So 2020 garden tours. We'll take a look here first. And you did find it. You got your description in here. Good job. And we always look at a couple. And again, got that description in there. Great job. Check out your thumbnails. I like your thumbnails. Good, just good expressions, big smiles. Pretty neat. All right.
Where are they located? Did it say?
Yeah, it did say.
Somebody was asking.
They are located in Central Oregon.
Okay.
The Cascade Mountains of Central Oregon. Nice job on your thumbnails. Really don't have any complaints with any of them. And of course, as you continue, they'll just get better and better and better. Back on your homepage, we already kind of pretty much talked about that. But I would also add now, I would add those playlists down here. And make this truly yours. So I'm going to say your primary things to work on here is a banner, a trailer video for your channel, and maybe sharpen up that description just a little bit more. Nice job. Black, white, and the grays. Thank you so much for being here. Let me refresh the wheel over here before we go back over to it. All right. Back to the wheel. Black, white, and the grays. Interesting little channel here. Give Smudge another spin here. All right. Pete's Little Homestead. Come on down. You're the latest contestant on the show here. $889 subscribers, 111 videos. Banner is nice and simple and plain. It will display well across all devices. He's got a trailer video up here, 2.5 minutes in length. Nice job on that. Let's jump back to the About page and see what the description says. Welcome to Pete's Little Homestead. I live in northeastern Kentucky on 1 acre of land in Greenup County. I'm in growing zone 6B, where I do in-ground gardening and also raised bed gardening. I now have 6 dogs and hope to soon get more chickens. You got enough dogs, so you got to get more chickens for the dogs. I'm a retired heavy equipment operator, mainly known for bulldozers and front-end loaders. I like to go foraging wild edibles and pick the wild berries. You never know what I'm doing. So come along and join my adventures. Okay, I just kind of reread that to myself here again a little bit. I want more, Pete. I would love to see more information. I'm not saying you've missed anything. I'm just saying I think you could enhance that a little bit. Email address in the proper location. You have a link to a gardening group, and that's a Facebook gardening group. Playlists. Oh, you got a couple. So we'll pull out your miscellaneous here. And you have a description on this one. Let's try holiday wishes. Description on this one. Good job. Thumbnails. Okay. You have 2, maybe 3 thumbnails that I can kind of make comments on here. Let me get my magnifying glass out. This one's a bit dark. This one's a little bit on the dark side. This one's a little bit on the dark side.
Doesn't he almost remind you of Andy? You do a quick glance. You think of Andy.
Well, I'm not going to say anything, just in case there's any kind of rift between those two.
No, there's no rift between those two.
You know, we don't want to cause anything here. That guy doesn't look like me. But let's also talk about the thumbnails here just for a moment. Thumbnails. You can change a thumbnail anytime without hurting your video. You can go in and you can always modify your thumbnail. You can modify the title. Here's things you can do to your video if you want to, if it's not performing the way you think it should or something like that. You can go in, you can change the thumbnail. You can add end screens. You can add informational pages. You can change the title, and you can change all of the keywords. What you cannot do is you can't go download that video, re-edit it, and re-upload it. At that point, it's a different video. So that hasn't helped you at all. If you ever remove a video, Whatever views it has gotten are gone. Whatever watch time it has gotten is gone. So if you have a single video, this is extreme. If you have a single video that was somewhat viral and this got 4,000 watch hours a time and you delete it, even accidentally, you lost 4,000 hours of watch time from that one video. So you don't, anytime you go to delete a video, just be very, very, very super cautious. But yeah, you can change the thumbnail, change the titles. Those are all things you can do. Let's go back to the home page here. He's got uploads and he has got some of his playlists down here in the bottom. Nice job. Pete, thank you so much for being here. Appreciate you, man. Oh, and for those of you that maybe don't know, he's got a little bit of a, I don't know if he really has a music background, but he has a music-inclined thought process.
Yeah,
So
he wrote the song last year that Mark sang.
Yeah, he wrote a song that was sung at the picnic 2 years ago, and I thought he did a nice job. So, but I don't know if he actually has a quote unquote music background. I don't know if he was ever in groups or bands or anything, but he did write a song. So, Pete's Little Homestead. Glad you could make it here this evening, and hope that everything we talked about can help you in some manner. All right, we'll give this a spin. Okay. Wide Family Farm, we have already done you, so we'll go to the next one up, and that would be Fleetwood Patch. Fleetwood Patch. Let's see what we can find here. Fleetwood Patch, 59 subscribers, 22 videos. Okay. Interesting banner. And that looks to me like that's going to show up well across all devices. Now you have a video that comes up here where the channel trailer is designed to be. I don't know that this is, it might be, but it's a little long. It's almost 8.5 minutes in length. Typically, a channel trailer is 30 to 90 seconds, and because all of us people that homestead are long-winded, we say even up to 3 minutes. But once you've blown that 3-minute time period, you're too long. So I think it's a little bit too long. Jump back to the About page. And the description reads as follows. We are big fans of home farming and self-sufficiency. Gardening for us is a passion. We also go out and interview local garden centers, farms, and apothecaries. Did I say that right? Apothecaries?
Apothecary. Yeah, very good.
Wow. That's a drugstore, isn't it?
Yeah, that used to be the old term, yes. It's
Wow.
also a jar, apothecary jar.
We urge people to support their local farmers market and shops. We feel that the age of having a huge lawn with no garden is slowly starting to shift. Many people like us have found so much satisfaction in making their own mini urban homestead. It's therapeutic and healthy. If you love being able to grow your own food and love the idea of farm fresh meals from your own backyard, like and subscribe. Email addresses properly placed here and a link to a Facebook page. Okay, I need to talk about this because I think you got a lot to offer here, and I think this is just a little bit lacking. Number one, on the description, anytime a paragraph exceeds 3 lines, people have a tendency to start skipping over the words and missing things, and it's not as meaningful. Proven fact, general terms, 3 lines max per paragraph, multiple paragraphs. Make 30 paragraphs if you can, but 3 lines max. Things that I feel you should have in your description are meaningful things to people reading this for the first time that they can relate to. So, things like that would be, how big is your property? Are you...
Did you see Big Bear was long-winded? I missed the conversation.
So...
Oh, Lord.
So you can... Jason... You could put in here how much property you have. We're on 2 acres or 200 acres or whatever size it is. But size of property. Type of gardening you do. Is it back to Eden style? Is it square foot gardening? Is it raised bed gardening? What growing zone are you in? A rough general location. Are you in Missouri? Are you in Mississippi? No, not saying to give your address, not saying that at all, but simply kind of an area that one can relate to. So in a long state like Mississippi, I'd say northern or southern Mississippi. In a wide state like Tennessee, you could say eastern Tennessee or western Tennessee, just to give folks an idea where you're at. Colorado's just that little square. So, or rectangle, I guess.
Oh.
I don't either.
It's that way.
It's that way. No, yeah, it's that way. So, Fleetwood Patch. All right, let's go look here at the at your playlist, and you don't have any. Okay, well, you're a newer channel, 59 subscribers, just getting started. When did you start this channel? Let me go back here and look. Oh, you've actually been around a while. The channel was actually started back in 2014, but it looks like maybe you're just getting going on it. So that's fine. That's wonderful.
Did you just call Tennessee fat? That's what Jason's asking.
No, I said it was long, wide. Yeah. A wide state like Tennessee, so eastern half or western half. All right. Taking a peek here at your videos. And this looks to me like you're using Canva or some program like that to make your thumbnails, which is fine. Absolutely fine. But let's talk about your thumbnails here for just a moment. Number 1, very bright and colorful. Number 2, every one of them, except one, has text on it. Which is, I'm not saying that's bad. I'm not saying that at all. But what are you doing here? I mean, some of them are so busy, I'm not sure what it's about. And it makes it hard to read if it's too busy. Not sure I understand why you have YouTube subscribe hands and YouTube thumbs up and things like that on your thumbnails. I fail to see how this is helping you in any way. Glancing. The other thing to talk about thumbnails. If they have verbiage on them, if they have text on them, that's fine. If it adds to the underlying video. If it doesn't add to it, it has no business being there. It's kind of a waste of time. If the verbiage on a thumbnail is included in the title, it then becomes redundant. Again, waste of time, doesn't help. It's almost like stuttering. It shot yourself in the foot. So, this, for example, this one here, you say, how do I start a garden? Starting a garden 101. Well, that is so close to being the same thing. And I'm just pointing this out for you to consider, for your consideration down the road here. Here comes the burr, preparing chickens for cold weather preparations. I mean, I love the facial expression here. I do not understand the YouTube play button on here. And like I said, it's like there's so many good things, but there's stuff in here that I feel takes away from your efforts. So just give it some consideration. Bright coloring is wonderful. And again, it looks to me like you're using some sort of a template program like a Canva or something like that to create these thumbnails, which is fine. Absolutely fine. On the home page, you haven't done much here, but again, you're pretty new, getting going on it here. And you have no playlists. So I would create some playlists. You don't have that many videos yet, but you're growing. And it only takes one to create a playlist. Now, don't keep it that way. If you create a playlist, you have to start it with one. You have to start somewhere. But plan on populating that playlist in the near future, where you create another one that goes into that playlist. So, Fleetwood Patch, thank you so much for stopping in here tonight. I hope that you got something out of our little review of your channel, and hope to see you again here next week. So let's go grab another channel. Uh-oh. Mama Z's Texas Kitchen.
She's still in here. Comes up, but I didn't see her chat.
Mama Z.
Jason, go, Marco, Mama Z. Tell her she's up.
Mama Z's Texas Kitchen. All right, this is going to be an easy one to do because if you've been with us the whole night, you've already heard me talk about this channel. This is one we recommend that people go take a peek at to get ideas and examples. Nicely done banner, easy to read across all devices. She has a channel trailer up here that's 42 seconds in length. Again, nicely done. We jump back to her About page. Notice the structure on her description. No more than 3 lines. And easy to read. Gives a lot of information in the space allotted. And yet, it's just well done. Email address is where it's supposed to be. Has links to other social media platforms, as well as PayPal and Amazon affiliate link and Twitter and so on and so forth. So nicely done there. Playlist wise, she's got just a couple of them here, but we're going to open one up just to show you. Yep. She remembers to put the descriptions in here. We're going to scroll down through it. Uh-oh. What you got here? Mama Z. You're better than store-bought condiments. You got a private video in there. Boy, I hate to see that. Don't need to say any more. Let's go prayer time with Mama Z. Again, good description. Nicely done. Videos. Now, Mama Z follows a train of thought that's popular with some channels, where they use their logo as almost like a watermark on all their thumbnails. If you look at the upper right-hand corner of most of their thumbnails, not 100%, I see, but out of the 18 of them shown here, 17 of them have it. She has her logo in the upper left-hand corner. And that's fine. You can just instantly tell, hey, that's a Mama Z's video. Now, let's talk the bad side. Talked about her good. Now it's time to talk about her bad. She forgot the lower right-hand corner of this thumbnail is being covered up by timestamp. The words are not going over far enough, but it would be here as well. But and she's not done that.
Emma says that happens when you have the video scheduled in a playlist. I stopped adding them to a playlist, but right before they go up. From the private one in the playlist.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So her toasted ravioli is the primary offender of this. That the timestamp is just covering up some of the verbiage. Does a nice job here with her thumbnails.
If she doesn't share the food she cooks.
I would like to, from my perspective, I would like to see more of a close-up, zoom to her facial expressions and stuff. But overall, does a really, really nice job here.
If I'm not mistaken, Kendra, her daughter, is now in charge of doing the thumbnails.
Uh-oh.
Or at least doing photography.
All right. So on her homepage here, she has modified that, placed individual playlists down on here, and nice job as always. Nice job as always. So Mama Z's Texas Kitchen, everybody go check her out. Anything else I should say about her? Did she pay us enough to say anything else?
No.
Okay. All right. I'm just teasing. All right. Let's go spin that wheel again. Okay, we've already done Pete's, so we're going to step up to the next one we haven't gotten to here yet, and that is Wonderland Acres. Wonderland Acres has 371 subscribers. They got 37 videos. And let's go take a peek at them. All right. They have a very, very nice looking banner here. It's very plain, simple, easy to read, going to display well across all devices. They've gone the extra mile on this banner where they've made it appear almost 3D-like with the with their sign-like image in here with their name on it, where it's sitting on top of the wood, but yet it's tucked under the leaf. Just nice job. And for those of us that are a little bit nerdy on the editing and stuff like that, we notice things like that. They have a 3-minute and 12-second, I don't know, it says silent vlog. I don't know that that's really much of a channel trailer. I'm just going to throw that out there. I just don't know that that's a channel trailer. Typically, you would expect to find here that automatically plays It's something about you, something about your channel, something about, why should...
Introduction. Like an introduction.
Yeah, like an introduction. Oh, channel trailer, that's what I call it that. All right, jump back to the About page. Description reads as follows. Welcome to Wonderland Acres, owned by Kate and Mark. We reside on a 2.5-acre, 100-year-old farm in rural Iowa. Our home and antique buildings are nestled in the middle of over 100 acres of farmland in growing zone 5A. Our property is shared with dogs, cats, rabbits, sheep, muscovies, turkeys, and chickens, with plans to expand into other livestock as our pastures grow. We have a strong focus in ethically raising the animals because they are our passion, along with DIY projects and Jeeps. They raise Jeeps?
Could be.
Wow. Our handcrafted videos will be based around raising livestock, life on the farm, and various projects as our family grows. Would love to have you come along as we work to build our dream farm and expand our business. Thanks for the support. Email address is properly here, links to Facebook and Amazon wish list. So, nice write-up. Playlist-wise, they got a couple. Homestead updates. Let's take a peek at this one. A very, very nice description here. And a very good thumbnail up here at the top. And let's open up another one. Let's do the off-roading Jeep stuff, especially since they're growing them. All right, another good description out here. Thumbnail time. Let's see what we got. We'll get the last 18 of them on the screen. All in all, I'm going to say they're darn nice. Darn nice. Is that a good? I don't either.
What state you got that from, but could be.
Yeah, darn nice. And I see they're playing around with some shorts here. I'm guessing, and let me just ask you, this Lego Super Mario starter set, is that supposed to be a short? If it is, you need to put hashtag shorts in the title line. And you do not have that. And I only say that because it's 11 seconds in length. Thumbnails, nicely done. Back on the home page, they have their uploads, which is default. And then they've put in some individual playlists. I'm just not a fan of those popular uploads. Having said that, we'll just go right on by it. Wonderland Acres. Thank you so much for being here. Hope maybe we gave you an idea or two to use on your channel. Hope to see you here next week and bring 3 friends with you. All right. City Girl, Country Heart. City Girl, Country Heart About 1,170 subscribers. Is that right? 1.17. 182 videos. Banner's going to display well across all devices. Has a 4-minute trailer. That's a little bit on the long side, Terry. About page reads as follows. Welcome to City Girl Country Heart. My name is Terry. I'm a widow and mom to 2 wonderful kids with special needs. I love to cook, bake, crochet, and do different crafts. I'm still learning, canning, and loving it. We have started our homesteading journey to be more sustainable and self-reliant. Part of our journey will include chickens. I will be sharing my life experience with epilepsy as well as what my family and I have gone through as bystanders to cancer. My late husband developed brain cancer in 2017 and later passed away in October of 2017. So please come along and join me on our journey as I learn with us the ups and downs to being more sustainable. Keeping your dreams alive and learning new things will keep the love for healthy living strong in your heart. God bless you all. Nice write-up. I would consider making your little write-up here a little bit more personable. What state are you in? Because I happen to know what size property, I would put that up there.
She could put a post office box in there now because she has one.
You could put in a post office box for mail. Yeah, absolutely. So there's a few things you can do there to your description. Links to Facebook, Instagram, has an Amazon wish list, Twitter, Pinterest, Yahoo Mail, and PayPal. So City Girl Country Heart, nice job there. The playlist you have. Let's open a couple here at random. There's no description here. No description. Let's try this holidays. No description. So Terry, probably want to check on your playlist. Make sure you have descriptions in place on your playlist. All right. Terry, I think, and I'm not saying anything here to be mean, but I think you could go back and watch a couple of our Tuesday night Canva instruction shows with Crystal, and I think that'd go a long way on helping you out with some of your thumbnails. They're just a little bit on the plain side here, and I think that I know you have the desire, and I'm sure that Crystal would be more than willing to help you, and we are too. That we could get you the next step up on creating some of your thumbnails here. Not saying anything here is bad. Just simply saying, just to give you a step up on that. Homepage, popular uploads, not a fan. Create a playlist, not a fan. Do individual playlists, but also go into those individual playlists and put descriptions. City Girl Country Heart, there you go. Thank you so much for being here today. Hope we helped you in some little way. What time is it? Do we have time to do another one?
You have 5 minutes.
So are you telling me I do or I don't?
Well, if you're going to do one, full circle.
All right. Sherry has spoken.
The audience has spoken.
We are doing full circle?
Yes.
Full circle Farm?
Mhm.
Full Circle Farm. Couple thousand subscribers. They got 56 videos.
No.
No?
No. Go down. No. No. She's in the picture. That's not it.
Okay, well, let me put the filter on. Channel. Did I spell it right? Did I spell it correct?
Full Circle Farm.
This one?
Yes.
Okay. Now, before we actually click on this, make mention of this. Full Circle Farm. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. There's way too many channels here. I would highly recommend you change your name. You're not going to get everybody else to change their name, so you need to change yours. Your banner's going to display well across all devices. It's plain and simple and to the point, but it's going to display well. You have a welcome video here that's 3 minutes and 15 seconds in length. And so let's jump back to the About page. Description reads as follows. We moved to the country in the suburbs in November 2019. I've always been a baker, but there's always been a country girl trapped inside. I'm now living a dream I didn't even know I had until I began living it. Follow along with me as I navigate gardening, raising livestock, running a cottage bakery, and, of course, cooking all the things. Come for those, stay for positive messages. Okay. Here's what I get out of your description. And it's easy for me just to shoot off the cuff here. We moved to the country from the suburbs. Doesn't say where. You've not given any indication here as to where you might be. So, are you a state would be nice. Did you move to the country? Is there on 5 acres, on 10 acres, on a half an acre, whatever? Says you've always been a baker, but I've always been a country girl trapped inside. I'm now living a dream I didn't know I had until I began living it. I think there's a better way to express this. And I'm just throwing this out for you for your consideration. You talk about gardening, raising livestock. So just expand on that. In-ground gardening, raised bed gardening. When you say raising livestock, you could include chicken, goats, turkeys, pigs, cows, whatever livestock you're thinking about raising, ducks or whatever it might be. Cottage bakery implies to me anyway that you are making things for that you sell. And if that would be the case, and again, I don't know where you're at, but hey, you have a platform here. You could advertise things that you can obviously sell in your area. Email address is in proper place. You got a Facebook link here. I'm just saying expand on this description. You've heard us talk about that on a few of the other ones here. Playlists. Well, let's check this one out. And there is no description here. There's no description here. And let's do the yard and garden. And there's no description here. So that would be something I would consider doing. Let's go back to that name again. If you change your name, sooner is better to do that. But if you do that, you don't lose subscribers. You don't have to start over. Everything here will change. So I would just, it's going to make it much easier to find you. Let's look at your past 18 thumbnails. All right, let me ask: are these thumbnails? Are these all YouTube suggested thumbnails from uploading a video? And if so,
Yeah, they are, because they have a timestamp on them. Well,
no,
that's different.
Yeah.
Something else.
So if these are all thumbnails that YouTube suggested,
Oh, I like that, Jason.
I would go a step further and create your own. Create your own. That way you are in more control here. So, Full Circle Farm on your front page here. The created playlist is a catch-all. Do your playlist individually. I think you can do up to 10 different containers on this front page. Popular uploads is not a favorite of mine in any stretch of imagination. Southern Life Homestead.
Big Bear, Jason suggested 360 Homestead. Instead of Full Circle, 360 is a full circle.
Yeah.
And I just looked, and there's no other channel like that.
There you go. You've just had a suggestion from a long timer here in the chat.
So did I, Terry. I just looked.
Yeah. So 360, and so that's just a suggestion that some of the folks here in the chat have thrown out here at you. So, folks, it's after 7 o'clock. Southern Life Homestead. I'll tell you what, next week, usually earlier in the afternoon, I set up the thing here. If you can jump in, I'm not saying to stay, but I'm saying if you can jump into the chat, get your name in there right away, so that if I see it, I will remember. We'll make sure that we get you on the board here next week. Don't forget what we talked about at the beginning of the show tonight. If you need to go back and look at it, please do so. We talked about the change, YouTube's terms of service, the change.
Big Bear, do one more. And who should we do, Jason?
No.
Please.
No.
He's going to pout.
Jason, if you were on here reading all the descriptions for me, that would be a help. So, all right. Don't forget about the change, the terms of service change that YouTube has thrown out. If you are not monetized, if you don't have the watch hours and you don't have I did his last week.
I know you did.
Did his last week. He probably hasn't changed anything.
Come on, it'll be fast. He's like a little kid. Yes, I did. Thank you.
Pepper Mathis, thank you so much. Okay. What else? I guess I can't think of anything else. Mama Z, what's the question mark here?
Big Bear's on all pause.
All right.
Oh, Terry, don't get him started.
All right.
Good thing Darren's not in here.
So everybody, thank you for being here tonight.
He fixed it.
You fixed what?
He's messaging you. I know that's him.
What is this?
It has to be him.
This is crazy.
Oh.
I just have to put this up here. Jason's pouting. Jason is pouting. Look at this.
Go ahead.
I would get in trouble here, Jason. So we're gonna pass tonight. But we'll keep you in mind here for next week.
We'll do this first.
Well, or the other one I mentioned earlier.
Oh, yeah.
So keep making those shorts. Remember the change of service. If you're not monetized, do your best to get there as quickly as you can. If you are in the homesteading genre,
Most of them are trying to get there as quickly as they can.
if you're in the homesteading genre, be sure to join the homesteading group on Facebook.
Mm-hmm.
Small YouTubers.
Right. If they're 1,500 and under.
If you have 1,500 subscribers or less on Facebook.
Hey, it's a view.
I think, Jason, somebody does that to us every week. Is that you? All right. So, Full Circle Farm, thank you for being here.
Jason, go read your new
Oh,
article.
I didn't, I was trying to show people and I didn't have this over here. See, this is Jason. He's pouting.
You did.
Well, I didn't have it this big.
Oh, okay. Oh, I see.
So, all right, Jason, next week.
He's stomping his feet now. Get it on Marco, Robin.
All right, everybody have a wonderful evening. Let's see who else going to be on
Angela, Practical Modern Homestead is our guest Monday night.
Monday night. Practical Modern Homestead is our guest Monday night, but who's the little short one that's on now?
Garden for cheap.
Garden for cheap.
Oh, she's gonna get you.
She's going to get me.
And then
She's short but mighty.
Yeah, our gnome.
Yeah, so Garden for cheap.
And then Broussard.
And Broussard Homestead will be on later. Be sure to check those folks out.
Greenwich, email us. Daryl will do them on a 1-by-1 basis. Email him.
Mama Z, YouTube has changed their terms of service. And very, very briefly, if you have anybody recognizable in your videos, you have to have their permission. So in other words, if you go to like an amusement park or something like that and you scan around and you could recognize anybody in the background there, that's a no-no. They are going to be withholding taxes on payments.
Even on the channels under 1,000.
And YouTube is opening up their right to put advertising wherever they want to on the channel. This is why it's very, very important for you folks that are not monetized. Here's like a worst case scenario. And we've seen this before. We have seen an individual get 1 million views in just a couple days for whatever reason. Nobody can explain it. For no reason at all. First video or second video or something like that. Never been monetized, and boom, they just hit this viral thing. YouTube will now put advertisements on that video, and they will collect 100% of the video ad revenue. So YouTube just gave themselves one heck of a big raise. Normally, the ad revenue is split between the creator and YouTube, where the creator gets 55%, YouTube gets 45%. But in the case of if that person is not monetized, they get 0%, and YouTube gets 100%.
Does this affect older videos?
Yes. Yes.
Jason, you should have had an email from YouTube. That's where ours was. I think all creators should have had an email from YouTube.
Full Circle Farm, I think that and I can kind of understand a little bit what they're guarding against is I'm sure there's been cases where somebody has said, "Oh, I saw you in a video," to somebody.
For that portion, yeah.
And that person has gone, "Hey, YouTube, that's me. I don't want my face on there. Take this video down," or whatever. So this is, yeah, YouTube, I think, is covering their tush on that particular one.
You better shut up and just say goodbye now, Daryl.
But had I done that, I wouldn't have been able to talk about. Hold on.
Lord, Daryl is 712. Just do his channel. Make the little boy happy.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, cover your tush. Exactly. Yeah, exactly, Sean. Yeah. Anywhere else, if you see anyone at an amusement park or anywhere at one of those, demonstrations, no big deal.
Okay, folks, as a preview to next week, this channel will be looked at next week. And what was the other one? Wonderful. No, it wasn't Wonderland.
You did Wonderland. Southern, was it Southern Life?
Southern Life Homestead?
I don't know. I'm brain dead.
And this, I believe, to have been the other channel, Southern Life Homestead. I see they're also in here. So Southern Life Homestead, Big Bear Homestead, they are on the schedule here for next week. I'm going to be doing them next week.
Robin, don't give in, Daryl.
I'm not giving in.
He's not Robin. Papa's standing strong.
So the last thought I'd like to leave everybody with is, if you're writing a letter or complaint and you're doing this as in spy mode or something, and you're using invisible ink, how do you know when you run out? See you later. Night, folks.